Alright there, your old mate Yorkie here, bringing another episode of My Humble Opinion, where I take a look at the games on the month's Humble Monthly Choice bundle, sometimes another bundle, but probably sticking to just the Humble Monthly Choice this month. And this is August 2022 games. Let's see what we got here. The Ascent, never heard of it. Hot Wheels Unleashed. I used to play with Hot Wheels as a kid. Don't know anything about this game though. Plague Tale Innocence. Good news for that for someone. Gas Station Simulator, again, good news for someone. Sound Mind, which, given recent events, I probably shouldn't be playing. Mind Scanners. And Emily's Away 3. That one doesn't give me much hope. And Omno, which I've never heard of. So there's lots of discovery to go on, and a couple of interesting things. Let's see, The Ascent. Rating 77%, mostly positive. Doesn't, unfortunately, on these say when it was released. $30, action indie adventure. Let's have a look. The Ascent is a solo on and co-op action shooter RPG set in Villiers, a packed cyberpunk world. Welcome to the Ascent Group Arcology, a corporate-run metropolis stretching high into the sky and filled with creatures from all over the galaxy. You play as a worker enslaved by the company that owns you and everyone else in your district. One day, you are suddenly caught in a vortex of catastrophic events. The Ascent Group shuts down for unknown reasons, and the survival of your district is threatened. You must take up arms and embark on a new mission to find out what started it all. You belong to the corporation. Can you survive without it? Interesting background, I'll give it that. Solo or co-op, which is good because I don't do co-op. Play the entire game alone, or work together with up to 3 friends in local or online co-op. Explosive shooter. It's not an FPS, so that's good. But aim high or low, switch weapons and equip lethal gadgets. Take care and use the destructible environment at your advantage. Okay. RPG elements. Customize your character with cyberware that suits your playstyle. Allocate new skill points as you level up. And try various augmentations to take down your enemies in creative ways. A vibrant cyberpunk world. Meet new allies and enemies and find loot as you explore the brimming world of the Ascent and its wide range of districts. From the deep slums to the higher luxury spheres. Interesting. It sounds like it might fit on the channel. An RPG is usually story rich, so we'll see. But at the same time, shooters, even TPSs, are not normally my thing. I'm not afraid of them anymore, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go to VT. Come on, roll them. Looks like we've got a little bit of a slowdown here. There we are.
To all indents entering Cluster 13, behave, or I'll have you fucking recycled.
Oh, jeez. Language on this thing's going to be interesting.
You have shown an aptitude for applying lethal solutions to conflicted situations. We wish to test your abilities by giving you a special assignment. Success, and you'll be given a chance at earning your freedom.
Intriguing. Are there different classes, I wonder? Or is it just augmentations? Which could itself be better than classes, possibly. Depending how it's done, because that could be more versatile. Let me turn this down, because that's kind of loud. Yeah, I'm...
What the hell? Are you trying to kill me?
And fight. I wonder if it is not story rich at all. I'm beginning to think it might not be. RPG elements might just be being able to upgrade your character. It'd be a shame. Alright, what am I thinking of this one so far? Honestly, I'm looking forward to trying it. I have a feeling But it might be enjoyable, but that I might be no good at it, in which case I won't bring it to the channel. But we'll see. I might not even enjoy it, or I might be better at it than I think. It looks the kind of game I'm not going to be good at, because it's not the kind of game I normally play. But it could be fun. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Who doesn't remember playing with Hot Wheels as a kid? God, I think I had that one. That looks familiar too. Select the best vehicles in the Hot Wheels universe. Build spectacular tracks. Oh, hang on, let's have a look what we've got here. 83%, very positive. $50. Okay. Select the best wheels in the Hot Wheels universe. Build spectacular tracks and dive into the breathtaking races. Collector or artisan, both. The most iconic and sought after Hot Wheels vehicles are waiting for you. Get ready to make them race at full speed. Always running. Prove your skills by competing in awesome races and get ready for pure fun. Drift, charge the booster, and launch yourself into the spectacular loops. Be careful, if you're too slow, gravity will do its job. The bigger the challenge, the greater the glory. Race side by side with your friends in split screen mode for 2 players. No, that won't work. Face up to 12 opponents online. Challenges. Okay. Can you play solo, I wonder? Create the shape of your track. Waiting to host your races are enormous interactive environments with their own distinguishing features, where every object can become an integral part of the track. Unleash your creativity with the most exciting track editor ever. Build your track by taking advantage of what surrounds you and create amazing layouts inside and outside the race course. Bend and stretch the iconic orange piece. Add loops, special boosters, obstacles, and specialty. Okay, I'm down with this. Oh, Race in Your World. Furnish your own personal room. Huge number of elements that you'll be able to collect during your adventure. One question I have with all this collecting stuff: is it collect by play, or is there some money-making stuff going on here? Some what they call it, loot boxes and things like that. I wouldn't be pleased with that if there is. Now, I gotta say, it's intriguing me. It really is. I have a feeling that whatever I think of it, it's not going to fit on channel, but we'll see. The channel may mostly focuses on job type sims, build 'em ups, and story rich games. When I say build 'em up, it's more general than just a standard build 'em up, but I don't think I can justify this. I might be able to, because with all the collecting. We'll have to see. But I am intrigued to play it and see what's what. Let's go to VT. Let's see what it's got for us. Not actual gameplay footage. That's not good. I want the actual gameplay footage. Cool cinematic, but you're not giving me any idea what goes on in the game. I'm going to go to the other VT. Going to the other VT because that one doesn't give me any idea what's going on in the game. Oh, no, that's the same VT, I'm sorry. Alright, let's finish it. Now they're off-roading. Is that a thing? You can drive over your carpet and stuff? Intriguing. Drive it upside down. Cool. Weapons, maybe? Now that does not give me any idea really of what goes on in the game. I can't be sure any of that does. That said, if it's indicating the things that go on in the game, got all kinds of booster power-ups, all kinds of things going on. I really do want to see this game. Who doesn't remember playing with Hot Wheels as a kid? Having lots of fun with the cars. I want to see how it's been converted into a video game. A Plague Tale: Innocence. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to pay attention to this. There it is. It's a key. One of you gets a free copy of Plague Tale: Innocence. First one to try and get it. Why? I already own this. So, I'm not using that key, I'll just download it myself. I played this all the way through. I loved this game. I've only played it through once. But I did love the game. So, let's read it through so for anyone who doesn't know. And it's 93% very positive. It's not a cheap game for a narrative game. I mean, it's an adventure, but it's basically a narrative style game and linear. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Alright, A Plague Tale: Innocence. Follow the grim tale of young Amicia and her little brother Hugo in a heart-rending journey through the darkest hours of history. Hunted by Inquisition soldiers and surrounded by unstoppable swarms of rats, Amicia and Hugo will come to know and trust each other. As they struggle to survive against overwhelming odds, they will fight to find purpose in this brutal, unforgiving world. 1349, the plague ravages the kingdom of France. Amicia and her younger brother, Hugo, are pursued by the Inquisition through villages devastated by the disease. On their way, they will join forces with other children and evade swarms of rats using fire and light. Aided only by the link that binds their fates together, they will face untold horrors in their struggle to survive. As their adventure begins, the time of innocence ends. Amicia de Rune. At just 15 years old, Amicia is already a strong woman. Independent and physical. Trained by her father in the art of hunting, she has little contact with her brother while they were growing up, but soon their bond will keep them alive together. Hugo de Rune. The younger Hugo is a frail child of just 5 years. I've always wondered how old they actually were. With an unknown disease that has kept him locked in his room for much of his lonely childhood. He has little knowledge of the outside world, but prefers even its dangers to his previous confinement. The Inquisition. As war and sickness engulfed 14th century France, the Inquisition pursue the de Rune children for unknown reasons, out to capture their younger targets. Lacking the strength to defeat fully grown knights, Amicia and Hugo will require guile and stealth to escape. There's also British soldiers there and some French, I believe, that are not necessarily Inquisition, but are part of the 100 Years' War. Rats swarm in uninterrupted waves throughout the territory of France. In the plague-ridden villages, countryside and battlefields, this uncontrollable and voracious mass advances relentlessly, devouring everything in their path. Only the light of the flame seems to slow down this swarming menace. Now, let's go to VT.
Amicia, I want to see Mommy.
Hugo,
I want her to come back.
I'll carry you. Mommy is dead, Hugo. You'll never see her again. Go away! Hugo, no! Leave me alone.
Don't take too long.
I hate you.
It's for your own good, Hugo.
I'm sorry, I'm sick.
We've come back. Everything is all right. Now.
Why does she keep resisting like that? Only our methods differ. We have the same goal. We both fight the plague.
And this is actual gameplay, I believe. if I remember rightly. It's a couple of years since I played it.
I'm sorry. We have to get out. Just run as fast as you can.
They're running away! Kill the sister! Run! Take the boy alive!
You must protect him, Amicia.
Good intro. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I loved playing this game, and I don't think it's been on this channel. I think it's a couple of years since I played it, honestly. If I get a couple of people asking, saying they want to see this played, either on this video or on the short Let's Try that I always do for the individual game on Humble Bundle, then I will do a full playthrough of it, because I would happily replay this game. Now, I will say, I will give you a warning, there's a lot of stealth stuff that I tend to screw up, so yeah, and that's a warning that there's going to be a lot of catastrophes, a lot of failures if I play it. But anyway, you want me to play this, hit me up, and one person, as I said, can use that key. Next up, Gas Station Simulator. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to pay attention to this key. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, I own this one too. I've actually played this on channel last year, I believe, a little bit. I enjoyed it. So let's have a look at it for anyone who doesn't know what it is, and you can let me know what you think of it. Gas Station Simulator. In fact, I think they've added new stuff since I last played it. Gas Station Simulator is all about renovating, expanding, and running a gas station along a highway in the middle of the desert. Freedom of choice and multiple approaches to run your business and deal with pressure are key ingredients in the game. Renovate. Buy an abandoned gas station in the middle of nowhere and restore it to its former glory. Get rid of debris and broken down furniture. Fix up the walls, paint, and decorate the place to your liking. Just don't spend all your cash on the looks right away. You bought a gas station after all. Repair the equipment, buy what can't be repaired, and start serving your customers to earn money for further innovations and improvements. Expand. You don't need to stay small. You can expand your gas station to be able to serve more customers. Also, a gas station is not just about selling fuel. You can expand the array of services that you offer to your customers, and thus attract more and more varied customers. You have various expansion options at your disposal, from smaller ones like providing toilets, a simple shop to complement your income, up to big ones like an entire workshop to perform car repairs, or even a car wash. There are quite a few choices, and most of the expansions can themselves be further expanded upon as well. There's so much you can do here. Customize. Restoring a gas station is one thing, giving it a personal touch is another. The game offers a wide variety of options to customize what you have already built, and lots of decorations to further enhance the uniqueness of the place. Some decorations can be bought, others have to be acquired during gameplay. It's not just about making the gas station look nice. The more impressive your gas station looks, the more customers will be attracted. Serve. Serving your customers is key to running your gas station with success. They all expect to have their cars filled up, their shopping done right away, and aren't that patient even when it comes to repairs of their vehicles. You are going to be dealing with some serious time pressure at peak hours, and have to schedule various tasks for when it's less hectic. Proper time management and choosing the right priorities becomes very important when it comes to keeping your customers happy. And I will say this is not only, but it is a large part of a time management game, really, in that sense. Hire. While you can try, in most cases, running a gas station that has been expanded and upgraded, offering lots of different services to your customers, might just be too much to handle for you alone. This is where employees come into play. You can even hire multiple employees to help you with the various tasks at the gas station. Employees have their own skills, and some are better at some tasks than others. Employees also level based on the tasks they perform, and become better at them with time. Stock. You can't sell what you don't have. Keep track of your stock is important, and ordering at the right time for the right price helps to keep profits high. To even better use low price opportunities, you can build a warehouse and expand it to allow for larger storage. Keeping a close eye on the stock is crucial, as deliveries take time and really don't want to run out of goods to sell, not to mention fuel. Management. We created the game so that if you like, you can dive deep into management features and micromanage the living you-know-what out of it. However, if micromanaging isn't your cup of tea, we don't force you to deal with the depths of it. That being said, micromanaging some aspects like supplies or employees can be very rewarding, both in terms of finance and fun. Let's go to VT. Demon simulation time. Yep. Reminds me of my time playing it. Although I never saw the Space Aliens. Somewhere on Route 66. Manage your own gas station.
You're a lifesaver.
I'm just going to say the same thing as I said on Plague Tale Innocence. If I get a couple of people requesting me to play this, I will do. Here, or on the individual video I'll do for it. Now, it does, in both cases, mean I need to find a slot. I'm not just going to dump something that's got viewers. But it would go on the Let's Play list. Alright. So again, you know what you think. As I say, I believe it's been improved since I last played it, so I'd definitely be up for going again. Next up, In Sound Mind. Again, I don't think I should be playing this given recent events. Won't go into detail. As you awake in the corridor of an inexplicable building, you find the environment takes on a life of its own, and leads you to discover a series of victims, all exposed to the same experimental chemical. Oh, hang on, I didn't look at the price and so on, did I? 95% overwhelmingly positive, $35. In your search for answers, bizarre visions emerge and introduce a host of imposing horrors, and a cat named Tonya. Okay. From the creators of the cult classic Nightmare House 2, never heard of it, comes In Sound Mind, a witty first-person psychological horror with frenetic puzzles and unique boss fights. Traverse a series of unsettling memories as you journey within the inner workings of the one place you can't seem to escape, your own mind. A new survival horror experience from the creators of the legendary Nightmare House 2. Okay. Experience a series of haunting memories, journey through a progression of unsettling stories, each with unique puzzles, mechanics, weapons, and boss fights. Overcome a cast of terrors, confront those who stalk you in a series of daunting boss fights, and learn how to defeat them by solving mind-bending puzzles. That worries me. An eerie soundtrack by the Living Tombstone. The internet icon I've never heard of him. Okay. Lends his distinct, him or her anyway. Oh, his distinct sound to this next generation psychological thriller with a distinctive song for each story. Okay. Unexpectedly expected. Explore a imaginative and disorienting narrative featuring sentient mannequins, a feline companion, and much more. And yes, you can pet the cat. Quick dig at what's his face from Fable? Is that where you were meant to be able to pet the dog and never could? We'll go to VT, but first let me say that this sounds like it would really fit on the channel, but mind-bending puzzles is not something I normally do well.
Ah, stop looking at her! Where is she?
Thanks. He had to.
Oh, this is actually so cool!
Alright. I mean, it looks good. I say, it just worries me that, depending on how mind-bending those puzzles are, I might not do good.
Hi, this is Mick Lauer, the voice of Desmond in the upcoming game, In Sound Mind. Today I'll be giving you a walkthrough of the many puzzles that await you in the town of Milton Haven. In Sound Mind is a psychological horror experience, focusing on old-school fun horror gameplay. Players wake up in an eerie old building, playing Desmond Wales, the small-town therapist, and our main protagonist. As he explores the old building, Desmond soon discovers special cassette tapes that contain recorded sessions with his patients.
Okay.
By playing the tapes, Desmond enters the puzzling psyches of the individuals.
Doc, are you there?
The levels you traverse, along with the puzzles and threats you encounter, resonate with the same themes behind each of their stories and their struggles, making each tape a unique experience. One of the patient tapes you'll listen to is Alan's. Alan worked as the town's lighthouse keeper. He describes his fear of the dark to Desmond in one of their sessions, which shapes Alan's monster, the Shade. While Alan was comforted by light, the Shade fears it, and puzzles surrounding it involve a play on light and darkness. When left uninterrupted in the darkness, the Shade appears as a giant living pit chasing you, swallowing everything in its way, from crates to entire cars and trees. In this dark, open area, on the beach, in the nearby forest, or at the lighthouse, threats can be anywhere, lurking in the shadows. Desmond must use the environment, his flashlight or flare gun to subdue the darkness, to learn more about Alan's tragic story, and finally get through the tape. We're excited to be showing a glimpse of Lucas's tape. Lucas is a veteran who served as an experienced radio man in the war. He tells the story of the war, how radio practice and marksmanship shaped his life, decades later leading him all the way to small-town Milton Haven. His monster is the Flash, a 12-foot-tall walking radio tower equipped with a deadly long later leading him all the way to radio man in the war. He tells the story of the war, how radio practice and marksmanship shaped his life, decades later leading him all the way to small-town Milton Haven. His monster...
That doesn't say why he would have a psychiatrist or psychologist.
The Flash, a 12-foot-tall walking radio tower equipped with a deadly long-range sniper rifle. Desmond will have to cover much terrain as the Flash dwells in the forest surrounding the town, and through the use of a special radio device. Desmond must uncover encoded messages in the frequencies and night sky that help him understand what has happened to the town and get him through the tape.
Is there anybody out there? Hello?
This is just a taste of the different types of environments and puzzles In Sound Mind has to offer. Each area and puzzle bring to life the unique story of each individual with their own unique gameplay mechanics. You will have to navigate the psyche of your former patients, and eventually, even your own. Will you be able to uncover the truth that links them all together?
Alright, I'm going to be perfectly honest here. Some of you might think this is an overshare, but it's nothing I haven't shared before. I have mental illness, depression and anxiety. Therefore, I appreciate a game such as Senua's Sacrifice that respectfully handles mental illness. Most games don't. Most games just exploit it. Don't know what this game's going to do. I'm tentatively looking forward to the Let's Try, the one-off that I do during the month when I look at each of the games on the Humble Bundle. And it looks like this would completely fit in with the channel, but the mind-bending puzzles make me concerned that I won't do well with them. And I'm concerned that it might be one of the games that exploits rather than respects mental illness. If that's the case, there is no way in hell it will come to the channel. Off my soapbox now. Mind Scanners. 83% very positive, $17. Mind Scanners is a retro-futuristic psychiatry in which you diagnose the citizens of a dystopian metropolis, locate a host of otherworldly characters, and use arcade-style treatment devices to help them manage your time and resources to keep the sepulchre in balance. Remember, you take full responsibility for your patients. Manage your time and resources to aid the citizens of the structure. Diagnose your patients by analysing their views of the world. Operate them and master a variety of arcade-style devices to treat your patients. Spend your KPOC and science points to develop new devices. Face difficult moral choice and ethical dilemmas. Report the resistance of Group Moonrise, or join them and help their cause. Gain the trust of the structure. Meteor came, or the structure. The meteor came, and from it, the survivors learned to harness the power source known as Zignoka. In the next 40 years, the megacity known as the structure was erected inside the impact crater. Here, the people isolated themselves, accelerating their dependence on technology, and created a society as a machine of its own. In the structure, order and efficiency is maintained by severe top-down control. In the name of efficiency, new machines and instruments are put to use on the public the instant they are invented. In pursuit of optimization, a new profession is tasked to maintain the increasingly precarious anomaly levels of the city's inhabitants. These are called mind scanners. You already know my serious misgivings about this game. Let's go to VT.
Greetings, citizen, and welcome to the Zignoka Institute. Your talented mind has been recognized by our great leader. Insanity is on the rise, and we need you to normalize the citizens of the structure.
Insanity.
Now, let me verify your implant. Get to work. Mind scanner. Analyze, diagnose, normalize. Follow the rules. Open your eyes. Fulfill your duty, the structure will rise. Technology will bow to all mankind for normality and the mind.
Don't break the people, break the structure.
Mind scanners.
This reminds me of a game I've never played. Papers, Please. I wonder if it's an attempt to do that with psychology. A similar thing. You know my misgivings about it. I'm not going to pretend they're not there heavily. This looks like a game that might be really fun if you don't care about the actuality of psychological disorders. It might be fun anyway. I'm definitely going to give it a try and see what happens. But I'm questioning it at the moment. Let's move on. Emily's Away 3. This one disappoints me that it's there. I've cashed that in already, so don't bother. I've played Emily is Away, and I think Emily is Away 2, back when I was streaming in 2018-19, as a viewer bought them for me. Emily is Away 2 was better than Emily is Away, but it still wasn't a good game. Let's see what it says here. It's 2008 and AIM is dead. Hey, well, it's Messenger. Better sign up for this Face Nook thing everyone's talking about. Explore Face Nook. Wall posts, tagged photos, and Poke Wars, sorry. Craft your online persona through nostalgia and inducing gameplay. Chat with friends. Everything your character says is up to you. Build up your relationships or burn your friends' group to the ground. Choose your path. Emily features Emily Hart, I suppose. Emily 3. Features multiple branching paths, unique conversations, and different endings. All of them depend on the choices you make. Which was true, kind of. I'm honestly thinking this isn't going to be a good game. It's only $10 as well, so when I get to the bit about would it pay for the whole bundle in itself, is it that good a game for me? I'd have to say no, because it's cheaper. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll try it. And then we have Omno. $19. Action Indie Adventure, Jonas Mankey. 92% very positive. That's a good score. Of course, I don't know how many ratings that's off of. An emotional journey. Omno whisks you away to a journey of discovery through an ancient world of wonders. It's a single-player adventure full of puzzles, secrets, and obstacles to overcome. A beautiful, mysterious world. The power of a lost civilization will carry you on an epic quest through lush forests, sun-blasted deserts, and frozen tundras, even to the clouds. Meet fantastic creatures. On your way, you'll discover a vibrant world full of strange and wonderful life forms, from cute little critters to enigmatic giants and everything in between. Jonas Mankey, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, solo developer and father of 3, began work on Omno as a hobby project 5 years ago after working as an animator in both games and movies. Whatever. Looks kind of cheap and cheery. It might be fun, might not. I don't know. Let's go to VT and see what they've got to offer. It's definitely cutesy, and that's not a bad thing. Flying jellyfish. Kind of cute, hopping around. So you got some platforming in there. It's one of puzzles we saw. I don't like the look of the turtle. It could be fun, but I'll be honest, I don't hold up much hope for it. It looks like a cute game rather than a good game. And again, I could be wrong on that. That takes us back to the Ascent. So, what are my very brief opinions? This is a shooter, which probably means I won't do well on it and might not enjoy it. But it also looked like it had something going for it. I'm looking forward to trying. Hot Wheels, hey, precious place in my heart, Hot Wheels cars. Even if it won't come to channel, I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. Might be garbage, might be great, I don't know. Plague Tale Innocence, once again, a couple of you asked me to play it. It will find a slot sometime. Gas Station Simulator, again, a couple of you want me to play it. It'll find a slot sometime. In Sound Mind. This was one of the two that I'm dubious about. I'm more optimistic for this one than the other, but I remain to be convinced, simply because of how personal mental illness and so on is, and we'll see what's what. Mind Scanners, that looks like, well, we've already said I'm dubious on it. I think it might be a game that's exploiting mental health conditions, and that's not okay in my book. Emily is Away. I'm disappointed that's there. Maybe I'll be surprised and it will be wonderful, but I doubt it. Omnio looks really cute. It doesn't look like it's more than that. So, I'm really glad they're there because they're great. They're good games. That said, I already own them. I'm intrigued to find out what Hot Wheels Unleashed is like. I hope it's really good. What's the rating on it anyway? 83, so that is very good. And I'm intrigued to find out what Ascent's like. Mind Scanners, I'm very dubious about. In Sound Mind might be good, but I can't help but being dubious that it's exploitative. Emily is Away, and Omnio, convince me. So the ones that I'm most happy with, I actually already own. Sometimes that's a problem with Humble Bundle, of course. But there are a couple of others that I really want to see, and a couple of others after that that I'm intrigued to find out what they're like. So join me this coming month as we look at them in depth. See you around.